Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please click the button down below and subscribe. That way you guys can see all the new videos I post, whether you're here for the gym stuff or the makeup stuff or both. Click that button. Like it if you enjoy and comment on anything you guys want to see. I did a little poll on my Instagram asking like this or that, which videos you guys would prefer. The last one I did was like a Target Ulta haul, or I said, would you prefer my favorite gym gear? And honestly, it was like about 50-50 the last time I checked. So I'm gonna do this one first and then I'll do that one eventually. So I'm gonna just share with you guys some of the things I love as far as gear or equipment goes. And then a couple other things that I just use daily or I wear or whatever. So a lot of the stuff I'm gonna be showing you guys is gear used for CrossFit and weightlifting. I'll kind of talk about like the brand, why I like it, if I don't, how long I've had them, and what I typically use them for. That way it'll give you guys an idea of what would work for you, depending if you are a CrossFitter or weightlifter, or you're just like a regular gym goer, or you're looking to get some of these things. Hopefully it will help you out. Let's start with shoes. Okay, so the two brands that are my favorite are Reebok. So the Reebok Nanos and also NoBull. So I'll show you two of my favorite Reebok pairs. Probably like my absolute favorite pair of Reebok Nanos ever. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what edition these are. I want to say the 6. I hope that's right. I think they're the 6s. So they look like this. These are the black ones with the gum bottom. These are freaking bomb. I just love the color combo of the gum bottom with the black shoe. So these are really comfortable. They're really good for like anything endurance wise. Like I'll still do my metcons with running, rowing, jumping, whatever in these, but they're also still really stable for lifting, and I just feel they're really comfortable. I can wear them all day coaching. I work at the gym all day, so I need shoes that I can wear for like hours, like talking like 9 a.m. to like 7 or 8 p.m. So I love these. The second pair of Reeboks I have, these are the Nano Weaves. Now I like these and I love the way they look, but to be honest, they're not as comfortable as those Nanos. I don't know what it is. It's something with like, I don't know if it's like the tongue or the laces. Like sometimes like I'll get like a blister if I wear them for too long. Not a blister, but like my foot's just irritated in the toe area if I wear these too long. But if I wear them just for like a couple hours and I'm doing a workout, whatever, I'm usually fine. But the original Nanos are my go-to. The NoBulls, I'm wearing these, I'm sticking my foot up here. And I have a new pair coming up this week. I got the black and white ones, but these are the gray. So you have NoBull on the side. They are just like comfortable all around. I can wear any pair of these I have all day and I never have a problem. I feel like they're really like flexible, but still like sturdy enough for lifting, but not to the point where I feel like they're stiff. So I love these just as much. And this is like a brand that if you probably don't do CrossFit or lifting, you've never heard of, but they're getting really big, and you can go on their website. They come out with new colorways like all the time. And they usually have like release dates at like midnight or noon or whatever. So you have to try and get your size then, but I love them. And then the last pair of shoes is gonna be my lifters, these beauties. So these are the Reebok Legacy Lifter, I believe they're called. So mine are black and white. They look like this. So I used to have the Nikes, the all black ones. And I loved those because it was all I had ever experienced. It was like my first lifting shoe I had for like 4 years, 3 or 4 years. And then I decided I wanted to get a new pair because they were just like getting beat up and a lot of new styles were coming out. So I read a lot of reviews and I decided to pick these, and I love them. It's not something you can really like understand until you put your foot in it. Like the way the inside is here, it just like hugs your foot once you put your foot in, and I just feel like really comfortable and stable when my foot's in here. I think the heel is slightly higher than the Nikes are now. And a lot of people like review these and pick these over the Nikes, so that's why I kind of went with them, and I'm really happy I did. I love putting them on. It just hugs my foot. It feels really good. I'm trying to keep this short. I feel like I'm gonna ramble on about everything, but I use this stuff every single day when I'm training, so it's like I could talk about it forever. Let's talk about knees. So knee sleeves. You can wear these when you're squatting. Mainly that's the reason you're gonna wear them. Lunging, anything you feel like you need a little knee protection. It's not just if you've had an injury, they're really good for prevention also. So, you know, if you know you're gonna be squatting heavy, obviously it's not good to rely on things, but if you can lift without them until you get up to a certain weight, they're inside out. But I have 2 pairs. Actually I have 3 pairs, but I'm just gonna show you 2. So the 2 I have are the Rehband. Rehband. I'll put everything in my bio that I talk about. They look like this. These are the 2 different pairs. So I've had these are freaking OG. I've had these forever, literally since like I started CrossFitting. And I got these like Christmas maybe? Yeah. So they're both an extra small. That sounds really small, but you have to read the sizing, and you can go like a size smaller if you want them to be tight because they do stretch out. So just like a quick little recap. The camo ones I've had forever, so they're pretty stretched out, but I like them for Metcons because I hate when I feel like if they're too tight, like I feel like it cuts off the circulation in like my quad or my calf, and like it'll just like cramp up easier than normal. So these ones are still a little bit tighter since they're new. So I usually always wear these like for solely lifting purposes. If I'm doing something in a Metcon, like I'll pick these. That's why I have both, and I haven't gotten rid of these because I do like how stretched out they are for workouts. So you just slide them on up over your knee, and it gives you a little protection and warmth in there. The other knee option I have are wraps. So these are like the Dmitry Klokov wraps, I think. The Klokov wraps, yeah, they're from, I bought them at the Hooker booth, I think, at the AO. Yeah, I had a different pair of wraps before from Exosleeve, but they were just like a little too thick for me. I like how thin these are. It's just like a stretchy, like you can see it's pretty thin through there. So these, you just start at the bottom, wrap it all the way around your knee as tight as you want. That's why they're really nice. I only use these for lifting. So when I'm doing like my heavy squats and my cleans, honestly, when I'm snatching, I usually don't wear them. Sometimes I will if I know I'm cleaning afterwards because I don't feel like changing. But like my go-to for snatching would just be sleeves. I don't need that much help. These are for like when I'm catching really heavy squat cleans or just squats in general. Let's move on to a belt. So the belt I have is Unbroken Designs. I've had this forever. Just unhooks here. Honestly, the Velcro like is not as sticky as it used to be. But I like this belt, but I do want to try one of the Tupood belts. I tried a girl that goes here, remember, I tried hers and I loved the strap of it around the front. It was a little bit thinner and I just feel like I could get it like really as tight as I wanted. So eventually I'll get one of those, but this works for me right now. And then other piece of gear I have, which I don't like use as often, are my wrist wraps. So you just take one of these suckers around your wrist, you wrap it all the way around as tight as you want, again, kind of like the knee wraps. And it's just good wrist support. Like I usually use them only if I'm going like overhead pretty heavy for like a split jerk or something, or I'm snatching and my wrists are sore. Just keeps your wrists like locked in nice and tight and stable. What else? The jump rope. The jump rope I have is by JumpNRope. So if you guys can see that, it's a bare cable. So this doesn't have any like plastic covering on it or anything like that, which means it's gonna be wicked fast, but it's also gonna hurt if you whip yourself when you're like attempting double unders or triple unders or whatever you like to do. But I love this rope. Like I would honestly like, I get anxiety if I have to do a workout like without my own jump rope. Like I'm just so used to it. It's measured perfectly for me. I love this rope. I love the handles. They're really light. Some people like a heavier handle. I personally like these. It's nice and light, and I just feel like the grip is good. It gets a little bit thicker at the end and thinner here, and I just am comfortable holding it that way. Gonna show you, which I've talked about in a video before, something I use when I'm lifting, like literally no matter what I'm doing, unless I'm doing like just like overhead movements or something and I don't really need to like have a tight ass grip on the bar. This LyftRX tape, don't mind my nails, ugh, they're chipping. But this LyftRX tape, so it's sticky, it's super flexible, it's not hard and unflexible like some of the tapes that are out there. So this is a fresh roll. So you just start it here, wrap it around your thumb, and then as tight as you want it or as much that goes around, and it's really easy to rip. Me and my sister Halie, I said this in my video before, we actually, Mark's calling me. I'm recording a video quickly about gym equipment. Can I call you in like 5 minutes? Yeah. All right, love you, bye. That was Mark. So I use this literally every single day, and I said before in one of my videos, me and Halie have a sponsorship with them. And I don't want you guys to think I'm just like telling you about this tape because they sponsor us. That's not true. I wouldn't work with anyone that I feel like isn't actually helping me or their gear or equipment isn't good. They are the nicest people on the planet, and we use their tape way before they even sponsored us. So it's like I would have talked about this the same way if they were sponsoring me or not. Like, this has always been a staple in my training. I do have a code. It's BREEZY10, I think. I'll put it in the description box as well, but this is like a must-have. We sell it at our gym here too, and all the members love it. I have what I've also talked about before, but in case you haven't seen that video, or you just, maybe you did, they're gonna see it again. It's the Gym Gypsy journal. I live with this journal, like, always next to me in the gym. So this is the spring edition. How cute is that? Spring 2018, so I'll just show you an example page. I've showed this before, but just as a recap. So in here you have top spots that say to do, appointments, intention for the day, and then health inventory here. If you guys can see that. This is super important. So if you count macros or work with a coach or whatever you do, a lot of times you have to submit information like this. I know I do to Halie. So it'll say things like mood, body weight, sleep quality, stress, fatigue, hours slept, motivation, and soreness. If you fill all these things out and you're going to fill out your log like a couple days or a week later, like, it's so helpful to see this information, A, for when you're checking in if you have a coach, B, just like looking at your training, like, was I struggling that day in my lifting? Was the Metcon like extra hard? Like, why? Look at your information here. So maybe you didn't sleep as much as normal. Maybe your sleep quality wasn't good. Maybe you were stressed about something. Maybe you were just in an off funky mood. So it's really nice to have that stuff, and I think like people overlook that. Over here it says strength and skill work, so I'll usually record all my lifting here, and then the other side is conditioning, so anything CrossFit related I'll put there. They have a nutrition spot at the bottom. I don't really use that because I use my Fitness Pal, but if I have a lot of training that day, it'll bleed down into that area sometimes. But love Gym Gypsy. I think Halie has a code for them, so I'll put that in the description box. Like, I'm rambling through, but this is all the gear slash like equipment I'm using. It's not really anything as far as clothing goes besides the shoes, so I'll do another video on that. This isn't like clothing, it kind of is, but I felt like I should just talk about it because they're in like my bag in my bin where I keep all my stuff. So it's the junk headbands. My sister also has a code for these too, so I can put that in there. So I'll just show the pineapple one because it's fun. So it looks like this. I think this style is called Big Bang, if I'm right. I love this one. It's like the thicker version. It gets a little bit thinner behind your head, but it's pretty thick, and you can adjust like how thick or thin you want it. And it's like the only headband, pretty much anyone in this gym, because everyone wears them here, I know that will stay on your head and not come off. I wear mine over my ears. Some people don't. It's just preference. But they have a million different patterns. They usually range anywhere from like $10 to $14, and they come out with new stuff all the time. So they have a bunch of spring ones out right now. I have so many of these. Halie has like a billion because she has a little sponsorship with them. My mom loves them, so they're really popular. They're amazing. I totally recommend these if you're looking for a headband for the gym. Even if you're not a CrossFitter, if you're just working out, whatever. You want a headband to go to the gym in, buy a couple of these. You will not regret it. They have the cutest patterns. Guys can wear them too. They have a lot for guys. Mark wears them. A couple of the guys at the gym will wear them. So honestly, like, what they are really great for is like it keeps all the sweat out of your face. So it'll stop on your forehead, obviously, like a headband. And then if you're sweating, it catches all the sweat. That sounds gross, but like I've had it where I can literally wring it out before. But it's not getting in your eyes as you're working out, and you're not wiping away and all that stuff. So totally recommend these junk brand headbands. I think that's it. Let me know if you guys are interested in a video as far as clothing goes. So I know that would be more related to the chicks. I can do like recommended shorts, pants, sports bras, like shirts, stuff like that that works for me, socks even. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it. Like that's like, I mean, there's other things that I've used and there's other things that I have like in my bin. I just don't always use them. And I felt like telling you guys about the stuff that I actually use and the stuff that's in my daily training. So that's kind of an overview of all of that. Let me know if you have any questions on brands. I've tried more than I'm showing you. I've tried other stuff, so I could recommend whether I liked it, whether I didn't like it, and all that good stuff. If you guys have any recommendations for me, I need a new belt, so I'm gonna try two-poot, I think, but if you have any suggestions, let me know on that. Hope you guys are having a good day. It's Monday here for me, so I'm gonna go home. I'm probably gonna get some coffee first, then I'm actually gonna go home, eat lunch. I'm coaching our barbell club class later. Just got done coaching the noon here, and then, yeah, I'm gonna edit this video. Make sure you subscribe. Bye guys, thank you so much for watching.